Hey everybody, my name is Silver Knight. I am coming into the world of Guild Wars 2 from the perspective of a long-time World of Warcraft player. This series chronicles my journey through the world of Tyria, which I did actually kind of have to look up because I kind of didn't know the name of the world, but you know, the more you know. And all of its bumbling, falling off cliffs, and getting killed in incredibly stupid ways glory. I hope you enjoy. There we go. Alrighty, so Creative Forager it is. Have I mentioned how much I love this game lately? I've said it before at least once, I'm sure, but this really does feel like the sort of natural evolution of the kind of gameplay that made me fall in love with WoW. That it's very exploration heavy, very solo friendly. There is definite challenge in the world and in the game. You don't necessarily have to go searching too hard for it. The classes are varied and have a bunch of different builds, and each of the build can be very customizable to your playstyle. You know, the world feels substantial. Like, even though I can three-shot a lot of the basic mobs out here, there are a bunch of veteran mobs, which are like pseudo-elites that you kind of have to pay attention to because they can destroy you if you're not careful. Having said that, I can still get completely destroyed by them. Like, the combat is very satisfying, and I like that. Right? Oh, Forager is not trees. Forager is sad face. Okay. Alright. That's fine. I'll go pick flowers after I get that ore. What can I say? I like me some more. Veteran bear. I realize that veteran literally means that it's, you know, a stronger foe than usual, but I love the idea of something being called a veteran bear. It sounds like a really great Galka name. Oh, speaking of veteran bear, what's up? These animations are so good. I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I didn't want to kill you. I'm not going to kill your cub, I promise. Apparently I can't kill the cub, but I wasn't going to anyway. I just wanted the ore, my man. That's all. Sad thing is, I'm supposed to be foraging, not, you know, secrets in the swamp.
I'm bleeding!
I'm bleeding! I'm bloody bleeding! I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I kind of feel bad for killing the bears, though, because they kind of have this little, like, no. And that just breaks my poor little heart. Is this? Hold up. Oh, okay, it looks fine. It looks fine. That's cool. Fair enough. I'm just a little bit paranoid about secrets in the swamp, which is over here. I'm a little bit paranoid about dropping rendering frames. Well, I mean, I literally can see on OBS if I'm dropping rendering frames, though, so I suppose the preview window is less important than what that says. That actually tells me if I'm actually dropping rendering frames, because even with 1440p, the beast has been awakened. Hang on, I'm coming. I'm a-coming. I've done this once before, and it was really freaking cool. That is definitely not the kind of mob where you can... Oh my god. Like, you can see that shit out in the distance. Holy crap. That is cool. That is really cool. Yo. Sup? Sup, dude? This is so cool. I love the fact that there are world bosses like this that literally anybody can interact with. Sup?
Get back here.
I'm just gonna zoom all the way fuck out.
Bye, mine.
Destroy the portals to the underworld? Oh wow, that was a lot faster than I was expecting it to be.
Rising.
Oh, there's a bunch of red circles. Avoid the red circles. Yeah! Woohoo! I'm killing portals to the underworld. Because I'm baller like that. Hello, Mr. Veteran Shade. Oh god. Ow, ow, ow. I'm in the bad. I'm in the bad. Please don't be in the bad.
You won't escape.
Yeah! That's pretty fucking cool. Got a bunch of cool shit. Event rewards. Ooh. 5% plus 5 to all stats. 3% to boon, 7% to all stats. I mean, yeah. That seems pretty fucking baller. What else did I... Jesus, I got... Okay. So I'm guessing this is like a once-a-week thing. Trident. Frightened pistol. Before scaled helm of Dwayna. Oh, I don't have any of the runes for it. Oh, okay, I get it. I need to have major runes of the Traveler in order to get that bonus. How much would that be if I sold that on the... 2 silver? Really? What does it look like? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. That was pretty cool, though. I still need to pick 3 more weeds, though. I'm not quite done the daily yet. I'm not done the daily yet, damn it. I gotta pick me some weeds. I see you over there. I know. I'm almost done helping you. I'll be done helping you eventually. Rest assured, good sir. I will assist you forthwith after sundry amount of time has passed. I don't know. It's really cool that that exists, though. Give me some foragey goodness, por favor. That'd be great. You know, all things being equal, I'll say that, even though I've only streamed for like an hour, I may only be able to stream for like an hour and some change. I feel like I've done a, I was gonna say I've done a good service. I feel like I've gotten a decent amount accomplished. I've gotten almost a full level. I've scored some really good loot. I soloed some stuff that I probably shouldn't have soloed, or shouldn't have been able to solo, which makes me feel really good and happy on the inside. Now I just need to find 3 more weeds and my day will officially be complete. Of course. And of course, because it's the daily, finding the weeds is going to be almost impossible. Who grows onions in the middle of nowhere? Is all I'm saying. There's just a random thing of onions just kind of chilling in a field somewhere. I mean, it's a naturally occurring... I wanted to say fruit. That's not the right word. You know, it's a naturally occurring plant, so I imagine it can kind of just grow wherever. Oh, there's one. Blueberry bush. Yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go blueberries. Let's go team blueberries. Yoop. This place is pretty. Like, look at that. I realize it's just a skybox, and then skyboxes are designed to be eye-catching and stuff like that, but dude... I love shit like that. How many hits can those nodes take before they just disappear? I know that in WoW, they changed it such that, you know, urban ore nodes could survive up to, I think, 8 tags off of somebody before they disappeared. I wonder if that's the same here, or if it's literally just anybody who sees it has access to it for, like, 5 minutes or something like that. We're going through Ghost Woods. Sup? Hey, Mr. Help Pointy Thing, can you point me in the direction of some weeds? So I can get my foraging goal, so I can get my daily completionist an extra 2 gold. I mean, I don't really have a specific need for 2 gold. I have 51,000 karma. Is that a lot? I have no idea what that number is in reference to. I don't know if that's a lot or very little. There's a point of interest. I must find it. Trees and or 3, plants 1. Have I gone into someone's home instance? I have no idea what that means. So probably the answer is no. Also, hello, how are you doing today? Yep, hold up. I saw a plant. I see plants. I'm gonna find me some plants. I'm gonna forge some mushrooms, damn it. Because I want me my 2 gold. I don't want to kill the... Man, I don't want to kill pups. Dude. I don't want to do that. That just makes me feel bad. Yay. Got 2 gold. Wonderful. I got a thingy. Man, look. I did not kill your dog. I'm just saying. I didn't kill your puppers. Compact. XP potion. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to this game, I have just no knowledge. I've been running around just foraging stuff and whatnot. Just having a good time. Just chilling and enjoying the world, you know what I mean? It's nice. I would rather not join a party, thank you. I'm actually not going to be online for much longer because I do have to get ready for work, but thank you. I mean, hell, at this point. Let me see. Because I don't have the story questy goodness. I just did the daily, and I could kind of run around and do extra stuff. Let me see, what do I have? Home instance of player has it can have tons of nodes for people to gather from. I was going to say you can take mine to finish a daily, but you got it. Oh, that's kind of you. Really? So a home instance is, I'm assuming that's player housing, yes? So you can go to somebody's player housing to finish the daily? That's odd. Okay. I mean, I like the whole, you know, running around to do a couple of random things and whatnot. The world is very pretty, so I like going around sort of just enjoying the vibe and whatnot. I'm not going to say I like gathering. Ah, if the town falls into the region of the daily. Okay. So your home instance can be in certain towns. I've not really messed with any of the player housing or anything to that effect, so I really have no idea how any of this works. Hello, Mr. Bandits. How you doing? What's up? Don't mind me. I'm just going to be up here chopping down a tree. Y'all doing okay, Mr. Bandit Town? Yeah? No? Oh, you're kind of mad. You think that's your tree, huh? Okay, that's fair. Ain't nothing wrong with being territorial in the strictest sense, but, you know. Thank you. What's the thingy around me? What? Light aura. What is that? Okay, cool. I just, like, divine shielded myself. That's fine. There is a home instance in each of the racial towns. They act more as story areas than player housing. The home instance in each of the racial towns. Yeah, I have no idea what any of that means. I'm going to have to look it up at some point. That point is not going to be today. I am totally content with being a noob that just runs around grabbing stuff. It's gorgeous, though. This zone is actually gorgeous, though. Got like a waterfall. It's got cows. Like, what more could you want? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure, like... I mean, I've been streaming for a little less than an hour, and I probably should be finding something else to... Ooh, Vista. Hello. I want to find a Vista. We're gonna go find a Vista. That sounds like a good time to me. So wait, are mounts account bound? Like, once you get them on one character, you open them up for the entire account? I'm assuming that's how that works, because it seems that everything is... Pretty much everything is account bound. Yep, excuse me. But... Yay! Yo, he's riding a giant kangaroo. Mounts count as a mastery. Masteries are account bound. Huh. Okay. There is a lot to this game that I have no idea how it works. I'm definitely going to have to sit down at some point and start looking at it, but again, today is not that day. Because I like running around and killing shit. I'm enjoying my noobishness. You know, I don't want the honeymoon phase to end, if that makes sense. Oh, gliding. That's the, where is it? In under... Equipment. I was wondering what it meant by glider. Okay, so there's a glider, and then there are mounts. Okay. Gliding sounds really cool. Like, I love that shit. That was one of my favorite things about, having a demon hunter, or actually for that point, like a mage, or even a boomkin. Because they had the ability to sort of glide from one place to another, so you can get to a whole bunch of places you technically weren't supposed to get to, and it was great. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic. Man, I loved exploring in WoW. I loved when exploring was something they actually gave a shit about. Boots, Aaron. Boats and fishing in End of Dragons. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess they don't have fishing. Yeah, I didn't see a fishing trainer. Wow, okay, I didn't even think about the fact that there was actually no fishing in here. Grendor should love that shit. You know what's funny is that fishing is never something I do in real life, and it's not something I explicitly search for in video games either. But it tends to be just something I will waste hours of my life on if I'm not careful. Like, I have so many... I don't know if I would necessarily call them fond memories, but I have so many memories of just fishing for hours in Darkshore on little Lobby tunes. You know, there was nothing... I didn't need to do it. I mean, I would get to, like, level 75 or what have you, and then just kind of get bored of it. But the idea that I could just kind of stop what I was doing and, you know, catch a couple of fish. You know, it's like gathering, but with fish, I guess. I don't know. But, excuse me. I would like your ore, please. Thank you. You. So boats. Wait, so boats. You mean, can you actually, like, go through places like this, like the Strait of Malcorn, the Ring of Fire, and the Unending Ocean, does that mean you can actually go to, like, seafaring areas and shit? Because if so, that sounds really cool.
You will be broken.
Yep, and when fishing is released, you get to unlock and that you can fish anywhere. That sounds cool. Guild Wars 2 seems to be doing expansions right, where they actually... It's not necessarily... See, that's the thing, like, I'm gonna go into WoW rant territory because at this point, why not? But WoW would always have expansions where you go visit new places, get new things, get new talents and stuff like that, but it always reset everything you did prior to that, so it kind of... Instead of it feeling like an expansion, it always kind of felt like... At the end of the day, it almost kind of felt like a retraction, because it wasn't so much playing the entire world, you were just playing whatever expansion they had you in. You know, there was no real reason to go back to the old world, except to level up some new shiny thing that they just kind of sprinkled throughout the old world for funsies, sort of thing. The Straits of Devastation has some big water areas, so yes, you can boat. Actual area, there's water, you can use the boat. Oh, that makes me sad. Dragonfall. Dragonfall is like, it's just water. I know that says Isle of Istin, but for some reason at first I thought that said Isle of Satan and was like, really? That sounds like an interesting place to go. And I like the fact that what I've seen so far of the game is that with the expansions, you know, the world is expanding, but also it's not like one gigantic continent. You know what I mean? You can, or you're not exploring the whole world or the whole continent. Like, you can see that there's more to go. There's the Blood Legion homelands. You know, there's more over here in the heart of Maguma and the Maguma Wastes. There's a bunch of shit down here. Like, you can tell that it expands. So they've, from a design standpoint, they've done it smart by making sure that they can continually actually expand in what... Oh, my shoulder just popped and that hurt. That they can continually expand in different directions as they see fit. So 366, I'm assuming that's like your mastery points or something. I'm assuming that's like your the game's alternate advancement path, that once you hit level 80, then it starts farming like hero points and shit. Aw. Ah, okay. That sounds cool. I mean, I've already pre-ordered it. Like, I bought the whole thing where I now have access to all of the things. It's just a matter of getting to those particular levels. And I'm really enjoying myself as I go. Like, I really enjoy this. Like I said, I've absolutely fallen in love with this game. This feels so much like everything that I loved about Vanilla WoW. And it feels like a respectful continuation of it, where WoW just kind of went in the whole, like, here's new shit, here's new shit, here's new shit. Well, what about the old world? Well, what about the old world? Well, what do you mean, what about the old world? Like, that kind of is part of the game. I mean, sure, but, like, here's this new shit. You know, and it gets tiresome after a while. And it's a shame, because I know I sound like a jilted lover, but I loved the game, man. I played the game since 2005. I love these animations. She looks so badass swinging around that sword like that. It's great. I also appreciate the fact that her animations are way different than the Norn, because the Norn is like twice her size. So the Norn can just like two-hand the sword and just not even think about it. Just treat it like a regular weapon. Whereas my Cabbage Patch has to really leverage her size to sort of swing the thing around like it's a flail. It's great. Can I come? Oh, you're in a cave, aren't you? Do I want to go get that? Nah, I'll get it later. Right now, I really am just running around and enjoying myself. I'm almost 47. You know what? I'm almost 47. You know, I see you down there shaking that ass. I'll go ahead and see if I can finish that out. Maybe that'll get me to... Excuse me? Oh, that's a wall. That's fine. Go up after hitting level 366 is the current highest. 416 looks to be the new highest. And oh, so you're like maxed out. Okay, well now I kind of feel bad for wasting your time. All right. Yoop. I broke my leg. Don't mind me. Vanquish portal minions and put tortured spirits to rest. Okay. So since I'm here, again, I may as well just go ahead and show me what torments you. Hey, buddy. Hi, Mr. Shade. Bye, Mr. Shade. Vanquish portal minions. But tortured spirits to rest. So hey, what is your story anyway? Tortured spirits and other worse things have been emerging from portals nearby, making it safe to conduct a research. Okie dokie. Wasting my time. I like helping new players. Well, I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. If I seem standoffish, I promise it's nothing against you. It's just... I'm a WoW refugee. I've learned to just patently distrust. I've learned to kind of distrust when high-level players are following me, because half the time it didn't necessarily... It didn't always mean good things were coming your way, you know? Show me what torments you. Hello, Mr. Shade. Goodbye, Mr. Shade. It's been real. Oh. Oh, yay. Yay! Cool. I got level 48. Baller. Precision, ferocity, vitality, power, and precision. Wow, I haven't upgraded these in a while, have I?
Rare treasure.
0 points. Cool. Wait, don't I have a key? I have a key, don't I? I think. I have it in my... Oh, I have it in my bank. Hang on a sec. Back to Cabbage Town. That's not Cabbage Town. That's Cabbage Town. Back to Cabbage Town. I think I actually have a couple of keys. I haven't opened one of these in a long time. I think since I actually first started playing, or first came back to the game. Or there was a sentence in there and it just stopped.
What was your favorite of all the playthroughs?
Nope, no PvP in open world. Only way I can attack you is if you went to a guild hall and entered the arena. And I appreciate that, actually. That's why, I mean, to be fair, I haven't played on a PvP server in WoW since actually midway through vanilla. As soon as they gave the option to pay transfer to a PvE server, I transferred like 3 of my characters to PvE servers because I just got so tired of getting ganked. And I get it, yeah, QQ more PvP server and all that. That's fine, but also it's just...
What may I offer you?
The degeneracy of it sometimes can get overwhelming. And even that, like, even on PvE servers, even on the same faction, people can... It's unfortunate that there are some people that can just decide to grief you. And looking back upon it, I'm realizing that WoW's design was not that great, because it really did not foster a lot of cooperative gameplay and a lot of the open world elements, because you had to compete. You had to compete for resources, you had to compete for quest spawns. You know, recently they've changed it so that way people from the same faction can tag mobs and get credit and everything, but for the longest time it was, you looked at other people as sort of like, they may be slowing you down, and it sucks. Oh yes, people can absolutely be salty bitches, and there have been times I have been the salty bitch, but usually when I get salty I just turn the game off and walk away and maybe just go like scream into a pillow. Wait, what? Yo. What is that dude wearing? I want that shoulder armor. That is so badass looking. I like the armor in this game. Okay, hold up. I think I... Oh. Hold up. Okay. So I have... Did you just say may the stars guide you? Open.
I'm ready to go.
I have no idea what I just got, but that's cool. Enough scraps to turn it into Black Lion McDoodly-doo. Oh, wow. 25, huh? Okay. Items available in Black Lion chests. Affected by magic fine. Nashable Zephyrite... Buh? Hold up.
Follow your dream.
Follow your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Okay, so let me... Put this... No. Back into the bank you go. No, I don't want to vendor you. You fuck. Okay. 10 scraps make a ticket. You can take a ticket to the Lion's Arch to get a new weapon skin. Oh. That's... Shade you skill. You descended and I hit it for the kill. Still got full credit for the kill as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. You know, stuff like that is pretty cool. The fact that it seems to be very cooperative in nature is a really nice change of pace. And it's also making me realize, as much as I loved WoW, that, like, I don't want to call it a bad game. You know, it did a lot to... What am I trying to say? it did a lot to sort of refine and codify some MMO concepts that made it more... What am I trying to say? How am I trying to word this? Like, it distilled a lot of elements of MMO gameplay into something that is easier to understand and easier to process. You know what I mean? Yeah, actually, that's a really good... So, WoW's still a good game, but they never updated it for the modern era. Yeah, that's... And I mean, it's something that I've actually said a few times in past in my few streams, that, you know, jumping between this... And I mean, like, Final Fantasy XIV as well, but especially this, something between this and WoW has made me realize just how outdated WoW feels in a lot of its... in a lot of its system design, and a lot of its just core philosophies, you know what I mean? Where this, as I was saying earlier in the stream, this feels like a continuation of what Vanilla WoW was trying to be. That it took a lot of those concepts that Vanilla WoW, that made it so successful, that really codified a lot of the stuff that made WoW so different and so, you know, had mass appeal and stuff like that, and sort of worked, you know, added to it, where there's, you know, it's very big on exploration and on just little secrets and just finding things and being able to get immersed in the world and being able to create different builds for your character that, you know, numbers-wise, kind of... I mean, I know there are going to be meta builds because there's always meta builds, but everything feels viable in its own way. Everything has a certain play style to it. Everything... And, you know, every weapon I've played, even if I don't really use a staff or use the focus or, you know, necessarily go sword, mortar, what have you, I've tried every weapon I have the availability to equip, and I've liked every single one of them. They're not all to my playstyle, but they all feel good. None of them felt bad. None of them felt like, you know, like, oh, this just isn't as good as something else. It was just a different kind of playstyle, you know?
My word.
Yeah, it's, everything is viable, but not everything is optimal. And that's the thing. When you get to, like, that more sweaty portion of endgame where you have to go optimal, that's one thing. But, I mean, if you're just playing the game and you're having fun or whatever, everything is at least viable. There is something to it. You know, it at least feels like it's worth doing. Even if it's not necessarily quote-unquote optimal, it's at least worth doing. And I like that. Because that's... I mean, WoW has... finally gotten to that point, I think. But just barely. And unfortunately, the nature of the community that has been fostered in WoW is that at this point, viable doesn't matter anymore. And that's one of the reasons in WoW I haven't really done group content in... what, I think? So we're talking like 6 or 7 years or so. I haven't really done group content because I just get so tired of, you know, playing with other players who it's like, you have to play this spec or it doesn't matter. And I'm like, but I enjoy Spec B. Why do I have to play Spec A? Well, because that's optimal. Like, we're in normal mode dungeons. Everything's getting two-shot. It really doesn't matter. You know? Full power Necromancer when I'm not in endgame stuff around tank, minion, master, and others would scoff at. So they're biting a brick. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, if you're doing the sweaty endgame, then yeah, you kind of have to go the optimal route. But outside of that, and something I also appreciate is the fact that everything is so easy to swap around. There is no barrier that I've seen so far in the game, and maybe it'll change later, but as of right now, there is no barrier between... if I want to change my build, I just change my build. You know, so long as I'm not in combat, so long as, you know, it seems like... I don't even think I need to be in city. I think I just need to be out of combat. I can change things on the fly. So if I want to change my build, I just change my build. If I want to run something for endgame because that's what people expect or whatever, I can do that, and then as soon as that dungeon is over... I can just press a button and I'm back to the one that I want to play. There's no barrier between what I want to do and being able to do that. And that is so goddamn refreshing. Do you know of legendary gear yet? I do not. I have no idea what that means. I literally have just been running around being a nublet. And to that end, I have been quite enjoying being a nublet. Do I have another one of these? Nope. I honestly wish there was an auto sort button for the bank, because I'm not very good at sorting things. I just let the game do the auto sorting and just kind of call it good. Affected by magic find. It's soulbound on use though. That's the thing that I already have. I know that doesn't really mean much of anything, but you know. Really? So to go into, you're changing your build 100% right. You say you have power, toughness on your armor with legendary. You can even change those stats. See, that's cool. That if you have legendary gear, you can just change the stats when you're out of combat. That's cool. Sure, it may, you know, cause some of the, you know, the high-end people like, well, you have to run this build. Okay, fine. But as soon as I'm done that, I can do whatever I want. There's no barrier to say that, you know, I have to run this all the time. One of the reasons that having to run the optimal build sucks in WoW is because you have to run it for an extended period of time, where it's like you can swap out, but it's so punitive to swap that you feel pigeonholed into doing this one thing because you're not allowed in the game to do other things because it's so punitive to do. So being able to just literally change it on the fly is actually super nice. That when I can run it whatever I want, you know? That's cool. I'm really gonna have to research this stuff more. I can feel the cracks seeping into my veins, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but for once, I'll take it. Soulbound on use. Hold on, I gotta... Also, this game looks amazing at high refresh rates. I'm currently actually having it capped at 60 FPS, just so that way it doesn't have weird issues when, I'm streaming and recording, because, you know, it's fine at 120 FPS, but the moment it starts dropping to like 110, 190, then it starts looking like I'm running at 45, 40, 35 FPS or something like that, because it's not capturing all the frames.
I'm ready to go.
Sell junk, please? Yes. Wait, is that literally better than the one that I have? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's better than what I have. Okay. Hold up. What do I have? Equipment. Trident. 378, 418. Yeah, that's nowhere near. Because there's Trident, Spear, and I think Javelin? 363, 401. Nope. What I have is still technically better. 960 happily. Not on high combat areas. I can dip to about 20 and still be happy, but I run max everything with reshade on. Yeah, that's why, like, right now I have everything. I have everything pretty much maxed out. The only thing I don't is the shaders. I have those set to high instead of... Wait, no. Shadows. I have those set to high instead of ultra, just because literally the shadows going from high to ultra, it looks a little better. Like you saw the trees on the left-hand side. Like, I'll use this like the... Whoops. Oh god. Buttons are hard. Like you saw the trees right here go a little bit darker, but you also just saw my FPS drop by like 20 or something. Well, it's like 10, but it drops it significantly more than I think I really get out of it. And even then, when I'm not streaming, I may just turn it back up to ultra anyway. But at the moment, it's, you know, I have pretty much everything maxed out. I'm even super sampling, which is really nice. Which is, I mean, because I'm on a 1080p panel right now, because it's the only high refresh rate panel that I have. And I was playing on, I have a 4K 60 FPS panel, which is, I mean, it's nice. I like playing on it, but if I'm trying to record and stream, the, you know, computer resources, yada, 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 I sometimes have to drop it down to 1440p in order to get it to, like, it'll still play 4K 60, no problem, but I'll start having issues with missing frames from, like, rendering and encoding and all that kind of stuff, which kind of defeats the purpose of streaming at 4K 60 FPS. And at that point, I may as well just use my 1080p panel, because at least I can turn on high refresh rate and have all the pretty. Like, honestly, playing between the two of them, the only thing I really miss between going to 1080p versus 4K is just having the text down here look smoother. You know, but as far as jagginess and everything, it's, you know, you super sample it, you get some, a little bit of MSAA going on, or CMAA or something like that, then it's not really that noticeable. Wait, this isn't multi-core processing?
Seize the moment.
In EOD, we're getting DirectX 11. Wait, does this actually run on DirectX 9? Is this actually a single-core processing game? Really? Holy shit. You know what? I'm even more impressed the fact that the game is running that well in single core. Because I've played Final Fantasy XI, which is also a single core game, and granted it was like 2002 and not 2012. But that game it's still got some issues. It's got some issues running on games on modern CPUs, because modern CPUs are specifically and explicitly multi-core, so their single core is technically like the same, and you know, I mean, it's technically better, but not as better as you would expect it. Like, I'm actually even more impressed now than I was before. Like, the fact that this is running on DX9 and like single core, one, that explains some of the weirdness, a little bit of the weirdness that I see every so often, where if I try to turn really quickly, every so often, not commonly, but especially not at 1080p, but every so often it will kind of hitch for a couple of seconds. Like, the game was like, oh god, what are you doing and why are you doing that? Ain't that in their black magic fuckery? yeah, that's about fair. Yeah, they've definitely pulled some like fucking black magic going on out here, because Lord of the Rings Online, because I was playing that for a bit as well, trying to find, you know, like WoW Refugee as I'm trying to find a new home. Which, by the way, Lord of the Rings Online, like, Lotro is actually a really good game too. It's a lot of fun. It does have way more jank. To be fair, I think that came out like 2007, 2008, something like that. And honestly, the major reason I'm not playing that versus something like this is just because their free-to-play is really, like, it's viable, it's just really weird, where it's like you sub and you get all of these things, but when you're subbed, you don't have access to see all of the things that you can buy for money until you unsubbed, and then you may have some of it and you may have not, and it's really, it's like their free-to-play model, their freemium model is really, really kind of strange. I would hope that at some point they kind of update their, like, they update their shop so that way it's more transparent as to what you have and what you're getting and all that cool stuff, because I don't really want to drop a bunch of money just to kind of feel viable playing something until I know I really want to play it. You know what I mean? Oh, does it now? It starts in 2 weeks. I may have to give it a shot. And of course, I said that I don't want to drop money until I know when to play it. Says somebody who dropped literally $100 on the deluxe edition of this. Having said that, I know I'm going to be playing this because, again, I've started to feel the cracks seep into my... That's so fucking cool. Dude, that is so cool. I love Cabbage Town. Like, look at that. That's so cool. And the game has voice acting. It has good voice acting. Like, the story, like, you know, I mean, everybody talks about Final Fantasy XIV story. They don't really talk about Guild Wars 2 story because it's not really the main narrative focus of the game, but it's still a good story from what I can tell. There's really good voice acting. The characters, you know, the characters' motivations make sense. Their characters have, you know, flaws and attributes, and they're, you know, they're likable, or if they're unlikable for the right reasons. The voice acting is good. I can't stress enough that the voice acting is good. I love Final Fantasy XIV story, but ARR's voice acting is like, is meh at best. Some of it's really good, and some of it is kind of not that great. I heard it gets better in Heaven's Word because they revamped everything, and I understand why. I completely understand why it is the way that it is, but I would hope that Square Enix at some point takes their current crop of actors and goes back as a project and just goes and sort of recasts the entirety of A Realm Reborn to kind of bring it up to speed so that way it has the same quality of voice acting just across the board sort of thing. Oh, just wait till they start dropping like flies. Paid 120 when the game first came out. Yeah, I mean, I think I have... Oh, nope. So I have this outfit because I actually bought the game when it first came out. Like, I pre-ordered the game when it first came out. So I paid whatever the full retail... I thought was it 40? Or 50? I can't remember what the original retail value of it was, but I paid full retail value for it. And in fact, I think I actually have a second account somewhere. Although I may have been just debating it. I may have only been debating getting like a second and third account, because we were capped at 5 characters, but there were 8 classes. And I was like, but I want to play all of these, so I was debating on getting a second account. Like buying a second copy of the game, so that way I can play all 8 classes. And even then, I mean, I played up until I think I was level 28 or level 29. I didn't get too far because I played like mad the first few weeks, but I was also playing WoW, so between the two of those, WoW kind of monopolized my time, and I kind of wish it hadn't at this point. And then again, I love WoW. I still, you know, I still enjoy the game. Like, I got the insane title. Back in Cataclysm, I got that, Jesus Christ, I got that 10 years ago. Oh my god. I got that achievement 10 years ago. Oh, I'm old. Oh, sad face. Like, I got Lore Master twice, back in Wrath of the Lich King. You know, I've got 300, and I shouldn't be rattling this off like a point of pride, but I'm going to. You know, I have 334 mounts, I think, 93 exalted reputations. I had, like 17 max level characters at the end of BFA. Like, I've played the game plenty. I enjoyed the game. I just wish that the game would, I don't want to say the game would show appreciation, it's just that it would stop putting bullshit barriers in my place to just play the game. I just want to play the game, man. That's all. And they keep adding more restrictions and not less, and it's just... So yeah, this is a really nice change of pace to have a game that feels... that's so ultra respectful of my time, and it's just... You know, that's very sort of like, you know what, it's the epitome of like, you do you, boo-boo. It's not exactly sandbox, but it feels more sandboxy than most theme park MMOs because it doesn't really, it gives you a story, but it doesn't hold your hand. It gives you some crafting recipes, but it lets you figure the rest out. But the user interface is easy enough to understand that you can understand when you have new recipes to create versus like, you know, Final Fantasy XI, which is very similar, and I would say, to like Guild Wars 2's discovery process, where you have your little interface and you put in some stuff. You know, you put in your reagents and your ingredients, and then you press the button and you see if something works. Final Fantasy XI, it didn't tell you if you had something worthwhile. You just had to like write it down or go get a guide. This at least says, okay, hey, you have X amount of recipes with this particular item, try finding them. It's really cool. You just purchase tunes in your account. 70 characters. Oh, don't tell me that. Like, I'm an alcoholic, man. Like I said, I had 17 max level characters in BFA. I think I have like 45 characters on my WoW account. Granted, most of them are like, well, at this point, you know, they're in the like the 15 to 30 range, but before they were in the, like the 45 to like 80 range. And I actually do. I actually have, I mean, I bought the deluxe thing because, I mean, for the extra $50, I literally got $50 worth of gems and then other stuff on top of it. And then I used that to buy another, like, 3 or 4 character slots. And that's not bad. Like, I mean, buying extra tune slots is nice. All I will say is try not to delete your oldest character. Try not to delete your... So, if you make more than max characters, will it automatically delete a character? Because, I mean, I actually did delete my original character. This is actually a pseudo-recreation of her, but... Since everything is kind of, pretty much everything worthwhile is account bound. Like, I don't think she even had anything in her inventory. Everything was in the bank. Okay, that's what, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, shit, can I automatically delete characters without meaning it? Okay. But yeah, I'm not really, well, I was going to say I'm not one for deleting characters, but I totally did that a bunch in WoW. I would do that a shitload of WoW. Also, yes, I do also run Reshade. Mine is pretty tame. I try not to make it super crazy pants. But also, this is not an area that has, like, a lot of bloom. It's just enough to give it a little bit of extra pop, basically. The only reason is there are birthday goals and it goes off your oldest character. Well, rip, because that character's gone. That character got nuked before I started. And it's one of those because the way that I tend to play... And this is why I tend not to finish a lot of RPGs, because I'll get super into an RPG and then I'll stop playing for 3 weeks and come back and be like, what the fuck is all of this? Bear in mind, I hadn't played that character in like 2012 in like 8 years or something like that. I got all of the birthday stuff that came out of it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And I mean, it was overwhelming to the point I'm like, I don't know what this is. I threw it all in the bank and then deleted the character because I was like, I don't know what's going on. This is too much. I don't understand what's going on. And that's one of the reasons I have a tendency to start characters over, because it's just, it's too much. Like, it's so overwhelming to have, you know, bags and banks full of just random shit that meant something to me then, but is just there now.
Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything.
That's what I've noticed, you know. I'm a tiny bit regretful that I deleted the character, but also she was like level 29. Like, if I missed some birthday goals, like, whatever. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be that heartbroken. And besides, I have this character right here, so, you know, I have no intentions of deleting her because she is, for all intents and purposes, a remake of that character. The only difference is I gave her a face that was a little less Cabbage Patchy. And a different hairstyle. I also really didn't like the way she looked. I know there's like the identity McDoodly-doo, but, you know, allow me one mistake. But I like the fact that it's easy to pick up where you left off, because my understanding, this is a very horizontal focused game where you can kind of just, I haven't really been doing anything meaningful. Hang on a sec. I like the fact that it's got that sort of horizontal progression where you can just kind of pick up where you left off, and everything you've done before has not been, oh cool, I got stuff. You know, where things have not been, I'm amazed that these actually sell for what, like, okay, cool. But, Aether key pieces, I'll do that later. I don't know what that is. Dwindler pants, sure. But, I like the fact that it's horizontal progression, that it doesn't feel like you have to start over from where you left off. Which is, honestly, at this point, the single biggest... I'm not going to use that, at least at the moment. And it's 2 silver, so it's not like I can't re-buy it if I have to. But, it's the single biggest turn-off point for something like WoW, where you have to start over. I mean, like, again, I had 17 max-level characters, right? So that was 17 characters that were level 120. And that... And I'm to be fair, that was not... It's not super grindy, but that's also not... that was not the easiest thing to accomplish, let's just put it that way. Really? Nope. But, so when Shadowlands hit, and I will say that objectively, the new leveling experience they put in is objectively better than what they had before, because the leveling in WoW prior to that was absolute garbage, and it had been garbage for quite some time. But logging in and seeing all of those characters that were at level 120 now being at level 50, seeing characters that were at level 80, 90, 100 being level like 30, 35, 37, and I'm just like... And knowing that I could delete all of those characters and have those characters back at level 50 with pretty much everything they had before in a matter of like 10 hours was just sort of like... Like, it's objectively a better system, but at the same time, that really just... It kind of hurt my soul that I spent all of that time getting them to level 120 and this being like, surprise! You can do all that now in 5 hours, and I'm like, oh... It just made me realize that I was like, I really wasted my time. This system is significantly better, but also I just feel like all of my time prior to that was kind of wasted. And it's just, it's not a good, they had to do it, but it's also not a good feeling. Level 80 in 2 weeks of casual play and whatnot. And that's what I like, is that you can earn things from expansions that are, and that's the thing, like everything here seems, well, pretty much everything worthwhile seems to be account-wide. And I love the fact that pretty much everything is account-wide, because it means that everything I do has some kind of innate value. You know, I don't have to re-unlock anything that I don't want to re-unlock. In fact, I don't even know if I could like re-unlock stuff. I like that. I like that everything is moved towards, that everything is, you unlock it once in the account, and therefore no time has been wasted. No time has been spent that didn't need to be spent. Let me go ahead and sell you. Soulbind on use. That's the one that's soulbound, which I no longer need. I know I could... Actually, no, wait. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, fuck it. Oh! I got the skin from doing that? That's cool. I didn't know you could get a skin from, I almost called it decomposing. That's not the right word, at all. But from disenchanting it, basically. But I love the fact that it's account-wide. I love the fact that even on my baby characters, I can progress stuff if I want to progress stuff. Getting the copper-fed salvage-o-matic. Yeah, I have, basically what I bought was basically just character slots. And I thought I was buying bag slots for my entire account. I didn't read it and realized it was only for the single character. And I was like, oh. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have spent it. But I was like, okay, well, good to know. At least I know now. Copper fed. Get out of my way, promotion, bitch. Salvage-o-matic. What the hell? Double-click to salvage crafting materials from an item in your inventory. 10% chance of rare materials. Requires 3 copper per use. Whoa, what? Double-click to salvage craft. So basically, instead of having this shit clogging up my inventory, it's basically just like a perma-salvage kit? And like the top-tier salvage kit? Yeah, 3 copper is nothing. Like, at this point, leveling this character, I get 30 or 40 copper from things that die. Like, that's... Yeah, that is absolutely... Wow, okay. Okay, not top tier, but I mean, it's an infinite use salvage thing, so that way I don't have to have a bunch of this shit in my inventory, because I think I have another package of these. So there's no way to restack these. Basically, like, a stack is a stack, and that's it. Because I would love to have, you know, a max stack of one of these, and that way I could just, I don't know, delete the other one or something.
You should go ask.
Stack is a stack. Okay. So, a silver fed. I'm guessing the silver fed one is probably something you have to make. So the digital deluxe, characters expansion, Heart of Thorns edition. Like, I got plenty. I got access to everything, especially when, yeah, so this is what I bought a couple of these, because I was like, I got some money left over, and then I realized, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is, oh, that literally says to a character's inventory. I could have had another character slot. Oh, is it one of those, like, occasional promotion ones sort of deal? Revive orb. Oh, so a soul stone. Cool. Okay. Wait, I have one of these? Okay. Bank tab extension is to the account. Yeah, but it pops up a lot. Okay, that's cool. So, one other question. And maybe this gives you an idea that I am a casual scrub. So, wait. Buttons are hard. So, do these outfits ever come back? The ones that, obviously, I don't have access to. Did these outfits come back on the shop, or is this one of those, like, sometimes you have to use a loot chest, or am I just, like, SOL? Because some of these are really freaking cool looking. Like, I love this. Oh, dude! They're previewed according to my colors! That's cool! That is so cool! I love that! Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Ah, okay, so basically this all rotates. Okay, that's cool. That's fair. So it doesn't seem to be like it's a permanent whatever. It's just on a, it's on a rotation. But you know what? That's actually really cool. I like that. That means everything here is still obtainable. That is fucking awesome looking. Why didn't anybody tell me they had cool outfits in the game? I know, but they're so cool looking. Like, I want to look like Samus. I want to look like Samus. Oh my god, I need to get an Asura character and see what this looks like. That's got to look so stupid. I love it. I would legit level an Asuran character to 80 if I had the chance to unlock this and just have them wear this the whole time. It would look amazing. I want to look like Samus Aran. Samurai outfit. Like, this shit is so cool looking. Only thing that are not obtainable the one-time only event, South Sun cover in Living World Season 1, because it was all map content and not instance. Ah, okay. Well, that sucks. But, hey, that means if somebody sells their account, they have a lot of money going for it. Heck. Okay, that's cool looking. What is this called? Ebon Vanguard Elite Outfit. This shit is so cool looking. That's weird. Monk's outfit. Dude. Like, my insides are just on fire. That is so cool. I realize I don't have any of the helm on and all that stuff, but if it looks cool enough without the helm, then I'm sold. Whoops. Buttons are hard.
And we'll toss in a cheer or two for you as well.
That's cool looking. That's very anime. I love it. Actually, I guess it's not anime. I guess WoW is more tough. That looks like something somebody from the 70s would wear. What? Nice butt, though. Get the Elonian Elementalist outfit for my sword. And I hate my chat because of it. This game is cool. I like it. I like the fact that it's very open-ended and very casual friendly, and that casual is not necessarily a curse word. I like the fact that I can kind of just log in and do whatever, and it actually feels kind of meaningful. I like that the game doesn't actively get in my way whenever I want to do something. I can just run around and kill shit, and then it actually matters towards something. I like that. Ah, the Elonian Elementalist outfit. Ah, gotcha. Oh. Cabbage people should... Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I never actually looked to see what, you know, my cabbage person looked like without gear. They're definitely cabbage people. Yeah, that's, No. We may have to pass. Okay. Oh... I actually need to leave, like, now. I need to get ready for work. But I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for all the info. Yeah, 100% plant-based on the anatomy. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing. That's why I call them cabbage people. Like, I know that they're actually, like, literal pod people that pop up from the dream. Like, they're cabbage people. They're pod people. But I gotta go to work. I gotta get ready, get dressed, and all that good stuff. So, thank you for stopping by. It was nice meeting you. Thank you for the information. And hopefully, Dark Chain, that's my account name. If you ever need a hand, give me a shout out. I appreciate that. I don't have anything to write that down, but I do have the chat on here, so I can always refer to that if I need to. But thank you for the help. I appreciate it. And, oh god, buttons are hard. Where do buttons go? And I will see y'all next time. Peace out. Where are my buttons? Bye.